Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the OCVarsity Friday Night Football Wrap-Up Show. Steve Fryer here with Dan Albano. First week in league for a lot of leagues, including the huge and powerful Trinity League.
Powerful.
All very powerful, and very powerful scoring, Dan. These scores were just ridiculous. J. Sarah 52, Servite 36, Mater Dei 70, Santa Margarita 35, St. John Bosco 42, Orange Lutheran 21. We kind of called it the game of the week. The game I was at, that was St. John Bosco 42-21. One point was 28-21. And Bosco was making all kinds of penalties, like personal fouls, pass interference to keep Lutheran drives going. Got to 28-21. Since I picked Lutheran to win this game, I'm getting kind of pumped up, you know. Then all of a sudden, Bosco's athletic superiority just took over. Real Mitchell, a couple of nice runs. The sophomore quarterback, DJ Ukulele, I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name. Tough to spell also. He was really good. Sophomore, my gosh, he's going to be something special. Yeah. They just got guys all over the field. They really pressured the quarterback, Ryan Holinsky, who was completed 75% of his passes coming to this game, threw it about 50% this time. He had guys coming after him. The defensive backfield is fast, hard for guys to get open. Yeah. Lutheran couldn't run the ball at all. They gave up on that pretty early. Right. And the best team won this game, 42-21.
Well, you took a chance with that pick, Fryer.
Yeah, I did. Hey, you know, life's fun when you have risk.
That's right.
Huh?
Bosco's defense, they gave some points like I thought they would. Yeah. But they did their part to set the stage. Sheesh. And like you said, Mater Dei did their part to set the stage, and Mater Dei and St. John Bosco collide next week, and it's amazing, 70 points by Mater Dei. I mean, that's a good Santa Margarita team.
How shocked are you that they scored 70? Semi, huh? Not much.
Somewhat. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Earlier in the year, I asked Coach Rollinson what he was, if he was impressed, looking at all the Trinity League scores from non-league season, and he basically said to me, we're watching what Bosco does in Centennial, and and that's who their main rivals are. Yeah. And maybe that was telling for what he thought of the how some of these games are going to be in the Trinity League.
Bosco Mater Dei next week at El Camino College. Yeah. The game you were at, J. Sarah Servite. They didn't really pass the ball a lot. Matt Robinson only threw it about a dozen times or something like that. But Fisher went off.
Al Fisher, senior running back, 300 yards on 21 carries, 2 touchdowns. His second carry, he broke a 63-yard run. So Al Fisher was not stopped all night. Either was the J. Sarah ground game, because Matt Robinson ran for a touchdown. Okay. Eli Jefferson had 1 carry. He broke a 79-yard TD in the fourth quarter. Al Fisher kind of got banged up a little bit. He's going to be okay, but he didn't play in the fourth quarter. So he did this 300 yards all in 3 quarters. So basically, what comes down to, Fryer, is that the J. Sarah offensive line was more powerful, and they imposed their will, as Coach Harlow said afterwards, and Scott Meyer said that they were out physical, and that's
interesting.
That's what happened. And because Servite scored enough points to win, but they could not get enough stops, and Al Fisher wasn't really stopped all night.
A guy who has not been stopped all year until tonight, Alex Young, the running back at Sunny Hills. He was averaging about 300 yards a game, I think. 18 carries, 51 yards. La Habra shuts Sunny Hills down 42-3.
Yeah, that's kind of how I thought it would go. I don't know if Sunny Hills.
Nothing against Sunny Hills, man.
Yeah, and nothing against Alex Jones. I just don't think they have that balance attack to have teams not focus so much on him. He's the #1 target, and they have a good defense in La Habra. They're going to stop him.
Fun league that you and I have been talking about, gosh darn, every week. The Golden West League got started tonight. Segerstrom beat Ocean View 28-13. I think maybe we both saw that. Santa Ana over Westminster 28-21. That was a coin flip game for me. Heck, it's a coin flip league. These are really interesting results.
Yeah, Damian Macias came up huge, the reigning Golden West League MVP, and ran for or passed for over 200 yards and a touchdown. And he also rushed for 81. And I think he plays safety too. He's a two-way player like a lot of the kids are. So big game, for Santa Ana, who's playing well as of late, and Segerstrom getting that 28-13 victory coming off the bye. A tough for Ocean View to go 3 in a row with Catella University and then try to get Segerstrom.
You mentioned the team that's been playing well lately. Here's a team that's really gotten a lot better. Woodbridge.
Yeah.
I don't know how many they've won in a row now. 47-41 in a big win over Irvine. You know, Corona del Mar is the class of that
Absolutely.
Pacific Coast League. Maybe Woodbridge asserts themselves to number 2.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, you know, that's a nice victory over Irvine. You know, you got to watch out for Uni in that league as well. But that's probably they're one team to really keep an eye on.
San Juan Hills 37-7 over Trabuco Hills. I had picked Trabuco to win this game because I must have hit my head badly earlier this week or something like that. But that's a nice win for San Juan Hills. And also in that South Coast League, Mission Viejo, of course, 42-6 over Tesoro. Boy, you know, Mission just is looking like a train running amok.
Yeah, you know, Chase Peterson had the great game for Tesoro last week against Los Al. Going into a hornet's nest down there at Mission Viejo. So the Bob Johnson Farewell Tour is off to a rousing start.
Sure, exactly.
They're marching on in Diablo. And you know, how about Sunset League Flyer? Big victory for Fountain Valley coach Jimmy Nolan.
Yeah,
35-21 over Marina.
They're 5-1. The Barons.
5-1.
Nice.
You know, so you know this is great news for the great development for their playoff chances.
It sure is. It sure is. That's
And
cool.
their quarterback Welsh had a nice game. That was a quality win. You know, another quality win tonight. Canyon. You know, finally cooled off El Medina. El Medina, another team was trying to go. You know, 3 tough games in a row, I believe. You know, from the Yorba Lindas and the Villa Parks, and then try to play Canyon. But Coach Ogus, you know, I don't know if I did you see that one coming? That would have been a good game to pick.
Yeah, I know. Not looking back on it.
You know.
We'll keep an eye on that because they're a couple of weeks away from league.
Yeah.
But boy, we saw some great starts to league, some high scoring games. I thought it was basketball season when these scores were rolling in, but it's still football here, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah, Savannah 50-49.
Yeah, just all kinds.
Speaking of basketball scores, there for
it was wild.
Orange League. I mean, that's a
3-point shots and bad defense all over the place.
I was surprised by the Rebels.
Yeah, but hey, Tom Ritchie's coaching that team. They're doing pretty well. All right, so that's what happened tonight, Friday night. Just a pretty crazy night, a lot of crazy scoring. And thanks again for joining us here at the OCVarsity Football Wrap-Up Show. And keep track with us all week long. It's going to be another fun week of football as we get ready for week 7 or 8 or whatever it is. Thanks again for joining us.